Please apply.
Today 95.1 FM, where news meets insight, sports meets passion, and entertainment meets excellence. Expert analysis from seasoned professionals and our top analysts, informing, educating, and entertaining you. Your voice, your station. We are the voice of the people.
Wake up to today's quest, where breakfast on the radio is full course. We start with some motivation to ignite the spark in you for a great day. Then a full interactive sports show on Sport Attack 6:30 a.m. Unbeatable and concise news reports on the world news at 7 a.m. And our newspaper review segment now 7:30 a.m. Oh yes, 7:30 a.m. The scoops and the commentaries from my esteemed panelists. Today's quest 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. Miss it, you miss out.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
What's a successful business without sales?
Oh, what did it happen now? No bonus for all my line.
No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123*2*1# or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Catch all the latest and trending sports stories on Sports Attack on your premium talk, news, and sports radio station.
6:30 a.m.
every weekday.
Has stolen it at the death!
For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. My name is Adekuri Odwaya, Nigerian first ever world silver medalist in wrestling.
Hi everyone, my name is Ese Brume, Commonwealth and African long jump champion. You're listening to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Don't touch that dial.
The wait is finally over. The world's most captivating sport returns for another year of drama, intrigue, beauty and suspense. Football is back.
Yes, football is back to our screens. The Premier League will be starting today. Liverpool will be taking on Bournemouth at the Anfield. Other matches in the top 5 leagues in Europe. We're having matches from the La Liga, the Serie A, the German Bundesliga, and all. Football has returned, and we are happy once again. The excitement, the banter, it's all happening once again. Good morning, sports fans in the Garden City, in the state, and in the nation. It is another time for Sports Attack, or what you can call sports for breakfast, as I do call it. And we've got a lot to talk about this morning on the show. My name is Obi Wallace. You can call me the sports chef, and lots is happening in the world of football. We're having Liverpool, as I said, against Bournemouth today, and Slot has already said Liverpool are ready for their title defense. Will they come back, or will they be back-to-back champions after the loss to Crystal Palace? Do you see them winning the match against Bournemouth today? And also Manchester United versus Arsenal will be on Sunday. Who wins it for you? Who's got more pressure to deliver good results against the big teams? Is it going to be Mikel Arteta, or is it Ruben Amorim? And also, which opening weekend Premier League fixture are you most excited about? Those are the questions I have for you guys when I do throw open the phone line. So let's get kicking, let's get started. So sit back, relax, and let's start off your day with a sports attack. Right now, we start off in cricket as Nigeria's senior women's cricket team, the female Yellow Greens, is gearing up for Africa's qualifiers set to run from August 28th to September 7th in Namibia. Meanwhile, the final squad list will be released next week as preparations continue at their closed camp training in Lagos. Coach Leo Oyede expressed strong confidence in the team's ability to advance. Quoting him, he said, "I think we have a big chance at qualifying. 2 teams from this stage will progress to the global qualifiers. If we put up a good fight, we can reach the semi-finals, which will secure qualification." He also highlighted the importance of their opening matches, first against Sierra Leone, followed by host Namibia, as critical for momentum. Now, Nigeria will face stiff competition from Zimbabwe, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Namibia, and Sierra Leone, and only the top 2 teams will advance to the global qualifying stage for the 2026 ICC Women's T20 World Cup in England. And that's it for cricket as we head over to basketball, as Nigeria's the Tigers have risen to 8 in the latest FIBA Women's ranking, making up the highest ranked women's basketball team in Africa after their 5th consecutive Afro-Basket title in 2025. Now, this marks a significant leap, moving up 3 spots from their previous ranking and positioning them ahead of established teams like Spain, Brazil, and Japan. The dominance of the African continent is also unmatched as they sit atop the rankings in Africa after securing their 7th overall Afro-Basket title and extending their streak to 5 straight championships with their 2025 victory in Ivory Coast. And that win also earned them a spot in the 2026 FIBA Women's World Cup in Berlin. And now we head over to tennis and Coco Gauff. We start off in the women's side. Coco Gauff has advanced to the Cincinnati Open quarterfinals with a 6-2, 6-4 victory over Italy's Lucia Bronzetti. The world number 2, who received the walkover in the previous round, dominated early, breaking twice to take the first set in just 33 minutes. Now, Bronzetti, who had battled through 3-set matches in all prior rounds, fought back in the second set, but double faulted twice when striving to stay in the match, allowing Gauff to seal the win. Now, Gauff, the defending champion and the 2023 US Open winner, will next face Italy's Jasmine Paolini, who cruised past 2-time Grand Slam champion Barbara Krejcikova 6-1, 6-2 in 71 minutes. And now we move over to the men's side of things, and world number 1 Yannick Sinner powered past Felice Auger-Aliassime 6-love, 6-2 to reach the Cincinnati Open semi-finals. The Italian, who had lost both of their previous meeting in 2022, dominated from the start, taking the first set in just 27 minutes as Auger-Aliassime won only 9 points. Now, after falling 2-love behind in the second set, defending champion Sinner broke back with a superb backhand down the line and went on to win the next 4 games. The match ended in 71 minutes with an Auger-Aliassime double fault on match point. Sinner will now look to face Terence Atamani in the semi-finals after the Frenchman beat Dane Hogaruni 6-2, 6-3. And now from the tennis court, we step into the boxing ring as Shrewsbury promoter Frank Warren tells Sky Sports News that Joseph Parker could fight the winner of Moses Itaoma against Dylan White if Alexander Usyk vacates the WBO belt, as the undisputed heavyweight champion has requested an extension on the Parker fight negotiations due to injury. Now let's take a listen to Frank Warren.
WBO about a month ago put out that Joe Parker, who's their interim champion, has to challenge against Usyk, and Usyk has to defend against him. He's put a letter into yesterday stating, so I found out today, stating that he's asked him for an extension period because he's injured before being ordered to do anything. But whatever happens, the fact of life is that Joe Parker will either fight as champion if Usyk vacates the title, or he will fight Usyk for the title. So if Moses were to win, or even if Dillian wins, whoever wins that fight, they're in the one spot. And if the fight doesn't happen with Usyk and Joe, then Joe will have to fight the official number 1 contender.
Yeah, Warren also shared light on what could be Anthony Joshua's next fight. A big money fight, as he called it, between Joshua and YouTuber turned professional boxer Jake Paul. Let's take a listen.
I think the preference for AJ is for him to fight Jake Paul, because it's a huge, huge money fight. It's a crossover fight between, obviously, we say a YouTuber, although he's a professional boxer now and has been boxing professionally for a while now. It's a big step up for Jake Paul, and that seems to be the direction that it's going in. And as to what he should do, look, he's the guy getting in the ring, he's the guy taking the punches, that's got to be his choice. Whatever brings eyeballs to the sport, people complain about Jake Paul, when's he going to fight somebody? You've got to take your hat off to him that he's willing to step up and get in with the former two-time world champion. You know, it's a defining moment for him to see what he's all about. I mean,
and now from the squad room, we take a look into the octagon as our UFC middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis will defend his title against undefeated Khamzat Chimaev in the main event of the UFC 319 at the United Center in Chicago on Sunday morning. Du Plessis on an 11-win fight streak claimed the belt from Sean Strickland in early 2024 and has since defended it against Israel Adesanya and Strickland in a rematch. Known for his controversial and unique fighting style, the South African believes the pressure to defend the belt gives him an edge in the fight come Sunday. Du Plessis on Sports Attack.
Yeah, it feels different. We are pushing hard every single time, and every single time I get in here it's bigger, the stakes are higher, it almost feels like the pressure is more. I don't know if that pressure is really more, it's all in the same thing. But to me, every time I go out there, I feel more pressure to defend that belt and bring it back home. And I love it. That pressure is what gets me going. That pressure is what makes me perform the way I do.
Alright, and that ends it on other sports. Let's head over to Talk Football.
For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Sports Attack on Today95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Right now, before we do head over to Talk Football, I'll throw out the questions once again. And Slot says Liverpool are ready as they can be for their title defense. Can they do it back-to-back as champions after their loss against Crystal Palace? They take on Bournemouth today. How do you see that match ending in a win or loss for the Merseyside? And Manchester United will be taking on Arsenal on Sunday. Who wins for you? Is it going to be Mikel Arteta's side or Ruben Amorim's side? And who's got more pressure on them for a win against the big clubs? Is it Ruben Amorim or Mikel Arteta? And which fixture are you most excited about? Which opening fixture are you most excited about? 0810 951 951. The phone lines are open. 0810 951 951. And now we start football, talking with the Nigerian Women's Football League. Before I do that, let's take this call. Hello, caller. Good evening to you. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, Kelechi from Port Harcourt.
Kelechi, yes. Good morning to you.
How are you doing, sir?
It's not Osas, it's OVA Wallace.
OVA Wallace, sorry. Your voice almost sounds like Osas. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Good morning to you. Yeah, give us your thoughts.
Yes, first of all, Ogarun surprised me. Straight said somebody who is 189 or 136 and you are just world number 9. Wow. The inconsistency in tennis is becoming alarming. Thanks for Yannick Sinner and Ankara. Otherwise, would have serious inconsistency in ATP. Anyway, congrats to Sinner. Said very good lesson. I watched that match. I was really excited for it. Yeah, but meeting this guy who beat Ogaron, but I don't think that would be a problem for Yannick Sinner. But my only concern is now the bottom half of the table, where you see Shelton, Zverev, Rublev, and Alcaraz. I can't wait to watch that mix-up. Who will come out top at the end of the day with those guys down there? But anyway, congrats to as well to Coco Golf. I think she plays today, right?
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah. Hello?
She plays today, Coco Golf.
Yeah, she plays today. Yeah.
I think
she played yesterday, if I do remember. Yeah. She played yesterday against Bronzetti, yeah. 6-2, 6-4.
Yeah, that's true. And she will be meeting
Yasmin Paolini on Saturday. Yeah.
Wow, that would be a crazy match. That would be a really crazy match. And she's the only US left on the tour, right? I believe so.
Yes, she's the only person from US. Yeah, she's the only American left in the women.
same thing for Shelton as well, really American-led. I just hope Shelton will do a good work by taking out Zverev. I believe he will. Yeah, I think he can beat Zverev, but beating Alcaraz, but I'm not sure. Yeah. But I just hope either Coco will take I just hope Coco takes this Cincinnati, but no one can take it from Cincinnati defending title. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for that, Kelechi. As we head over to continue with the stories, as I said, at the phone lines, I'll stay open 08109510951. Liverpool take on Bournemouth today. What are you expecting from the two sides? Who do you expect to win that match? Also, Arsenal versus Manchester United on Sunday. How do you expect that match to turn out? Who's got more pressure to win? Is it Amorim or Mikel Arteta? 0810-9510-951. And we head over to talk football. As I said, starting off in Nigeria Women's Football League. Bayelsa Queens, the reigning Nigeria Women's Football League champions, have been drawn in Group B for the upcoming 2025 Afrobees Women's Champions League qualifiers alongside Police Ladies of Ghana, Association de la Cosa of Togo, Sam Nelly FC of Benin Republic. The tournament kicks off August 23rd, 2025 in Yamoussoukro, Côte d'Ivoire, spanning the qualification phase for the CAF Women's Champions League as Nigeria representatives. Bayelsa Queens will begin their continental campaign aiming to advance from a challenging group. This draw sets us up a competitive group stage with Bayelsa Queens facing familiar regional rivals and Ghana Police Ladies making their debut in the zonal competition after securing their domestic league. And now, before we head over to talk about foreign issues, let's head to the market piece of business. When we come back, head over to talk the foreign stories.
Oh, what did they happen now? No bonus for all my life.
No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Yes, we are back. It's the Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, and we're headed over to talk foreign football. But for that, let's head over to the phone lines. Hello, caller. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, sport presenter.
Yes, this is.
My name is Jude. I'm calling you from Port Harcourt.
All right, Jude, give us your thoughts.
I think the match between Man United and Arsenal would end in a draw, a score draw on Sunday. And I believe one of the new signings will score a goal. A goal is coming from the new signing. Either of both Man United or Arsenal. One of their new signings will score in the match, in a score draw. That's my prediction for the match.
All right, thank you, Jude. All right, the phone lines are still open 08109510951. Liverpool against Bournemouth today by 6:30 p.m. How do you see that match ending in a win for Liverpool after they lost to Crystal Palace? Can they use their anger to beat Crystal Palace? Let's get this call and then we head over to talk foreign football. Hello, caller. Good evening. Good morning to you.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Colin Ski. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, give us your thoughts.
Well, right from the era of Sir Alex Ferguson, I think Man United. I'm not a Man U fan though, but what I want to say is the reality. Over a few years now, previously, I think Man United has been getting it right. And come next tomorrow, I'm giving it to Man United by 2-0. They will deal with us now. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for that, Collins. And we head over to continue talking football on Sports Attack. And this time, as I said, foreign football, starting off in London as West Ham United manager Graham Potter has expressed his satisfaction with the club's transfer business ahead of the upcoming Premier League season. Speaking to the media, Potter praised the work done by the club's recruitment team, noting that the players brought in aligned well with his vision and the team's need. He also demanded the need for improvement as the season begins.
We're really happy with what we've done so far. In terms of the group, I think we're in a good place. We're happy with the numbers we've got. Got a nice mix of young and old players, good characters. The trick now is to be able to carry on improving, and that's the thing. It's not a case of just signing anybody. We need to make sure we sign the right people, the right players to help the team improve. In the meantime, as I always say, my job is to focus on the ones that we have. I've been delighted with how they've approached pre-season, how they're working together, how connected they are. So now we're looking forward to the game.
And now let's head over to Merseyside as Liverpool prepare to kick off their Premier League title defence. The manager and Slot confidently declared they are ready as they can be. The remark came at mid-mountain anticipation for the campaign opener at Anfield against Bournemouth. Now, despite optimism, Slot himself acknowledged room for improvement following a defensive lapse in recent matches. He stressed the need to tighten up the backline, emphasising that bolstering the defensive stability remains a critical prerequisite for their title aspirations.
So I think I've emphasized last week on the fact that we've lost 3 or 4 starters. Unfortunately, Ryan Gravenberg was not able to play last week and is not able to play this week. So that means that if you exclude the goalkeeper from the 10 outfield positions, 5 were different than the main starters we had last season. And if you then look the quality we bring on the ball, I'm very happy with that. Without the ball, it's 8 out of 10 times. Also very good. But the aim at this club is not 8 out of 10 times, it's 10 out of 10 times. And that is the fine-tuning we still need to find defensively. And that went in pre-season one time better than the other one up against Bilbao. I was really pleased with defensive performance because we didn't give away any chance at all, I think, out of open play. But we did concede 2 set pieces. Against Palace, we conceded the main chances we conceded were when we lost the ball ourselves. It's been ups and downs where the downs were not so low, but I think there is the main part for us still to improve.
And now from Anfield, we head over to Craven Cottage as the Fulham head coach Marco Silva has criticised the club's passive approach in the summer transfer market, expressing frustration at the lack of new signings ahead of the Premier League opener against Brighton. So far, the Cottagers have brought in goalkeeper Benjamin Lecomte from Montpellier while extending the contracts of Tom Kearney and Josh King. Fulham also pushing to re-sign Reece Nelson from Arsenal after his successful loan spell last season. Personal terms with the player are already agreed, but the club is yet to finalise the loan conditions with the Gunners. And from there, we head over to the Stadium of Light as Granit Xhaka has been named Sunderland's AFC's captain for the 2025-2026 season. The 32-year-old midfielder, an experienced leader, has previously captained Borussia Mönchengladbach, Arsenal and Switzerland, earning a record 137 international caps. He also wore the armband during a historic spell at Bayer Leverkusen. Manager Regis Lebris explained why Granit Xhaka is the new Sunderland captain, praising his consistency, maturity and experience and strong influence on and off the field. Let's take a listen to Xhaka, to Regis Lebris on Sports Attack.
I think it's really natural because of his level, first of all, as a footballer on the grass, and his experience, his leadership, his understanding of the game. So I think it's really easy just after 10 minutes on the pitch to feel that he will be our captain. It's really easy for player, for squad, for coach, for everyone around the pitch.
Right now, before we end, let's take a look at some transfers. Nottingham Forest have agreed deals worth £37.5 million for Ipswich Town winger Omari Hutchinson and nearly £30 million for Manchester City midfielder James McCarthy. Forest also in advanced talks to sign Stade Rennais striker Arnaud Kalimwendo, with all 3 transfers totaling close to £90 million. Brentford, they have agreed a club record deal worth £42.5 million for Bournemouth forward Dango Ouattara. And Roma have submitted a £20 million bid for England winger Jadon Sancho, who remains excluded for Manchester United first team training. Now take a look at the fixtures this weekend in all the top 5 leagues. Today we see Premier League, Liverpool taking on Bournemouth by 8 p.m. La Liga, we see Girona taking on Rayo Vallecano by 6 p.m. Villarreal will be taking on Real Oviedo by 8:30 p.m. In the French Ligue 1, Stade Rennais taking on Olympique de Marseille. On Saturday, and the Premier League, Aston Villa taking on Newcastle, Brighton taking on Fulham, Tottenham Hotspur taking on Burnley, Sunderland taking on West Ham United, Wolverhampton taking on Manchester City, Mallorca working on Barcelona, Deportivo Alaves will go head-to-head with Levante, Valencia and Real Sociedad will battle it out. In the French Ligue 1, RC Lens will taking on Olympique de Marseille, Olympique Lyonnais, sorry. Monaco will be taking on Le Havre, and Nice will be taking on Toulouse. On Sunday,
because they're distracted. Many people quit because they are depleted, they are going through disagreement, they are defeated, they are disobedient, they are diseased. They are discouraged in the office, discouraged in life, discouraged in school, discouraged in church, discouraged in their nation. Luke 9:62, Jesus replied, no one who puts his hand on the plow and looks back is fit for service in the kingdom of God. Colossians chapter 4, verse 17, the New Century Version says, tell our keepers, be sure to finish the work the Lord gave you. There are 10 things that will help you not quit. Number 1, draw strength in God's presence. Isaiah 40 verse 31 says, but those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Next, persevere in prayer. In Luke 18 verse 1, so Jesus told them a parable to the effect that they ought always to pray and not to turn coward, not to faint, not to lose heart, or to give up. So persevere in prayer. Another thing you have to do to help you not to quit, focus on the Lord. You see, what consumes your mind will always control your life. Let the Lord be your focus. Next, be empowered by the Holy Spirit. Ephesians 3:16, the New Living Translation says, I pray that from his glorious, unlimited resources, he will empower you with inner strength through his Spirit. Next, get wisdom and understanding. Next, learn to delegate. When you delegate, the work becomes easier. In Exodus 18 from 18, Jethro was watching Moses do the whole job by himself. He says, you're going to wear yourself out. And if you do, what will happen to the people? In other words, delegate. The same thing happened in the New Testament in Acts 6 from verse 3. Now look around among yourselves, dear brothers, and select 7 men wise and full of the Holy Spirit, who are well thought of by everyone, and we will put them in charge of this business. So you delegate. Otherwise, you wear yourself out. So learn to delegate. Next, get the necessary counsel. Because without consultation and wise advice, plans are frustrated. But with many counselors, they are established and succeed. Next, you have to reject distractions. There are distractions left, right, and center. Distractions will make you quit. Reject them. Finally, make necessary adjustments that is necessary. Elijah made adjustments so he didn't quit. Endure like a good soldier. That's the last. 2 Timothy 2 verse 3 says, you therefore must endure hardship as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. One translation says, take your share of suffering as a good soldier of Jesus Christ, just as I do. You see, there's something about winners. Winners are not people who never fail, but people who never quit. I pray for you today that God will grant you strength. Apostle Paul says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. May God give you strength in the inner man. In Jesus' name, I destroy obstacles, impediments, barriers targeted against you to cause you to quit in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Heavenly Father. In Jesus' name, amen and amen. Thank you for being a part of living with purpose and power. God bless you. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Living with Purpose and Power. Connect with Pastor Chris Ugo on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at I am Chris Ugo, or email hello@chrisugo.org. Tune in on Monday, same time on the
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
This is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
A very good morning to you. This is the World News on your premium talk radio, Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, Friday, August 15, 2025. The headlines. NLC issues 7-day ultimatum to federal government to refund allegedly diverted workers' funds. ADC urges INEC to show transparency during nationwide by-elections on Saturday. Stakeholders in Port Harcourt call for recognition of young people as active leaders of today. On a foreign scene, South Africa holds national dialogue on poverty. Details in a moment. The Nigeria Labour Congress NLC has issued a 7-day ultimatum to the federal government to refund allegedly diverted workers' funds from the Nigeria Social Insurance Trust Fund, NSITF. and immediately constitute the governing board of the National Pension Commission, PENCOM, warning that failure to comply will lead to a nationwide industrial action. The resolution was contained in a communique issued at the end of the NLC Central Working Committee and CWC meeting in Abuja. The meeting, presided over by NLC President Joe Ajero, deliberated extensively on issues affecting Nigerian workers, the trade union movement, and the nation at large. The African Democratic Congress ADC has urged the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC to maintain impartiality and transparency in the by-election slated for Saturday, August 16, 2025, nationwide. In a goodwill message to ADC candidates for the Senate, House of Representatives, and State Houses of Assembly, the party chairman David Mark called on INEC to deliver an election process that will rebuild public confidence in the electoral system. According to a statement by his special advisor on media, Paul Mume, the ADC will field candidates in the by-elections in Anambra, Edo, Oyo, Taraba, Adamawa, Kaduna, Zamfara, Kano, Niger, and Ogun states. He reminded INEC that all eyes were on the commission to correct past errors that tarnished its public image, stressing that a truly fair, free, and credible election on Saturday could help redeem its reputation. Senator Mark also called on security agencies to guarantee a level playing field for all participants, ensuring that the will of the people is allowed to prevail without interference. Chairman of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, Risek Michael Ode, has advocated for the support and partnership of civil society organizations in ensuring a smooth, free, fair, and credible election on August 30, 2025. Ode, who spoke during an engagement with civil society organizations in Rivers State, appealed to the groups to assist RISEC in acting as voters, educators, and mediators toward the success of the August 30 council polls. He assured the forum will help to strengthen collaboration with civil society organizations in areas of voter sensitization, monitoring of election, and the entire electoral process. Ode emphasized that achieving credible election was not just the responsibility of the electoral umpire, but a product of collective effort of the election management body, security agencies, civil society organizations, the media, hence the need for collaboration.
Society in our democratic process essentially cannot be overstated because the civil society is normally a bridge between the election management body and the people. It is also the voice that amplifies voter education. In fact, it is that watchful eye that promotes accountability, that promotes transparency, and that enhances peaceful participation in elections. The civil society organizations, the media, and the security agencies. Let us together make this 30th August election a model of democratic excellence.
Today FM Uchendu Jowo reports that while a representative of the Commissioner of Police gave update on the security situation of the forthcoming election, the RISEC Commissioner in charge of Budget, Statistics, Research and Training, Professor Lezasi Leni Tobira, also gave updates on what the Commission had achieved so far and few things pending before the election.
We issued notice of election and even the revised timetable for this election. That has been done. In addition to that, we've held meetings with political party leaders, and that has also been done. Courtesy visit to head of military formations and security agencies have been done by the Commission. And we've also budgeted and assessed the election material needs of this Commission. We've designed and printed and purchased non-sensitive election materials. That has also been done. And supervision and monitoring of political parties' primaries has been done by this Commission. There have been issuance of nomination form to candidates of the various political parties. Appointments, deployments of electoral officers has also been done.
The executive coordinator of the Relief International Africa, Green Isaac, who spoke on behalf of the civil society organizations, assured of the commitment of the groups in ensuring a free, fair, and credible elections.
So that we educate those at home, those at the rural and urban areas, on their role as citizens to make sure that they come out and vote during that election. There are persons that do not get information as it is. There have been so many misinformation out there. it is our job as members of the civil society organization, and most especially those who are present here, to go back to our communities, go back to our areas, to make sure we douse the tension. For us as civil society organizations, our role is to make sure that we midwife the process, work closely with the commission.
The All Progressives Congress APC in Rivers State, under the leadership of Chief Tony Okocha, says its resolve to participate in the August 30 council election is as a result of the process rightly followed by the current reset, contrary to activities of the suspended one. Okocha, who spoke during the flag-off of campaigns in Port Harcourt ahead of the August 30 chairmanship and councillorship elections, boasted that the party will not only take part in the election but emerge victorious. The state chairman, while insisting that their strategy in planting strongholds at the local government level was plan taking over and continued support for President Tinubu in 2027, and advised supporters to maintain peace before, during, and after the council polls.
LGS, you're all from 23 local government areas. We have all our chairmanship candidates here seated. We have all the 319 councillors also here seated. The chairman and the deputies are also here. So please indulge us. We're here to formally launch. We're here to formally declare open campaigns for local government elections that have been scheduled for the 30th of August 2025. Today, we are bold, we are happy to stand before you to tell you that because the processes are right and we are here to support those processes.
On his part, a former senator who represented the Rivers Southeast Senatorial District, Senator Magnus Abe, who represented the vice chairman of the APC South-South, Victor Giadom, said the party was united, strong and committed in delivering dividends of democracy.
APC in Rivers State is united. The APC in Rivers State is strong. The APC in Rivers State is ready to deliver the dividends of democracy to the grassroots. And he also asked me to commend the state chairman and executives of our party for the very wonderful work they have done in executing a flawless primary election that has produced candidates that we are all happy and proud to support. People that we deliver and we are moving. Everybody in Rivers State is welcome to join the APC. Is there any contest? No. Is there anybody who is against us? No.
Today FM correspondent reports that former Nigerian ambassador to Jamaica, Ambassador Maureen Terminal, while commending the Tony Okocha-led state executive, assured that Rivers women are committed in ensuring that the state moves forward.
The women of Rivers State are united in one voice. We are committed to the fear of God that has brought about the unity and the peace that we enjoy today in Rivers State. We want to assure you that as women that are grassroots rooted, when it is time, we will definitely deliver the dividends of democracy so that at the end of the day, Rivers State will begin to enjoy the renewed hope of Mr. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Rivers State will be part of those states that will enjoy it. You can see the Mormon crowd. We want to use this opportunity, Mr. Chairman, to thank.
Meanwhile, the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission (RISEC) has acknowledged receipt of a list of candidates from Chief Emeka Beke faction of the All Progressives Congress (APC) in the state. The RISEC Commissioner for Administration and Legal Service, Professor Chidi Halliday, who confirmed receipt, said the list was only received for record purpose and not to be recognized by the Commissioner ahead of the forthcoming council elections. Professor Halliday, while insisting that the electoral umpires were allowed to interfere in political party crisis, explained that the Commission had monitored APC primaries, receiving a list of successful candidates not minding any faction. Professor Halliday, while insisting that the Commission never monitored primaries from the Emeka Beke faction of the APC and that the faction never met with its deadline for the submission of candidates and forms, noted that the list cannot be useful as no court had the right to allegedly impose an executive on any political party.
And I'm so sure that RISEC was not a party in any court action involving the Emeka Beke that you referred to. And with what they brought to us, we conducted the primaries. So anything that we are getting after the primaries that they had and which other one that must have submitted, we just take it for record purposes because it's not within the timelines that we have provided. And you don't start talking about faction. It's not this thing of the commission to resolve factional disputes.
You're listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After this break, more news, foreign and sports stories. Stay tuned.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
We thank you for staying with us. Rivers State Police Command has arrested a Port Harcourt-based pastor and 4 church members after a disturbing video surfaced online showing a group of unclad minors being whipped in what appeared to be a religious ritual. The suspect, identified as Pastor Ifedora Joseph of a New General Church in Eneka, allegedly organized a 3-day program for children, claiming it was a spiritual cleansing inspired by the Holy Spirit. The amateur video or footage, which has spread rapidly across social media, shows the 41-year-old pastor striking the children while other church members looked on. The Rivers State Commissioner of Police, CP Olugbenga Adepoju, ordered an immediate investigation, and operatives acting on an intelligence stormed the church premises and arrested the pastor alongside 4 members believed to be involved in the incident. In a surprise turn of events, several parents of the affected children who stormed the Eneka Police Division singing and dancing in support of their pastor insisted that they had willingly consented to the ritual. A former member of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Dr. Johnson Elechi, and General Commander of OSPAC in Emoha LGA, Chief Emeka Wori, have intervened in the controversy that rocked the paramount ruler of Rumuji and some members of his OHA in Council and the youth group led by Anele Obu. The paramount ruler of Rumuji, OHA Okachineke Christian Elechi, had in July 2025 proscribed the youth led by Obu, an action followed by criticisms and rejections by some aggrieved members of the OHA in Council. Responding to the situation, Dr. Johnson Elechi, who is the current national president of the Association of Integrative Medicine Practitioners of Nigeria, and Emeka Wori, in swift response to curb the potential danger, summoned all aggrieved parties in a bid to resolve all outstanding issues. Dr. Johnson Elechi, while warning against actions capable of causing a breakdown of law and order in Rumuji community, especially disrespect to the custodian of culture and tradition, emphasized the need for the parties to strictly adhere to the recommendations.
The advice is that for peace to reign, both the paramount ruler, the OHA Council, chiefs, CDC, and youth body should adhere strictly to this our recommendation. Rumuji is our own community. We have no any other place to go, and we don't want to emulate what is happening in other communities where people disrespect the authority of their communities. We have stayed in the peace, and there are things abiding the community which nobody can destroy at this time. So we want the people to take the development that is coming to Rumuji as a blessing.
On his part, the General Commander of OSPAC in Emoha LGA, Chief Emeka Wori, in an interview with Today FM, Uchendu Jowo, expressed joy that peace had been restored to the community and cautioned the youth and Greenville Company against activities that could cause unrest in the area.
I am happy because we have made peace in Rumuji community.
What happened last month, July, was something that is capable to destroy this community. Today, thank God that we managed to brought the two parties together, the Paramount ruler and the Ohan Council, for peace to reign in Rumuji community. I am appealing to the youth body because what happened is capable of bringing problem, crisis. We don't want to experience what we experienced 2016, 2017, 2019 anymore in Rumuji. I'm appealing to the youth body because if it happens today, it's going to affect, if it don't affect you, to affect your brother, your father, or your mother.
Stakeholders are calling for the recognition and inclusion of young people in Nigeria, not merely as leaders of tomorrow, but as active leaders of today. This formed part of discussions at the ongoing National Conference on Adolescent Health and Development in Nigeria, organized by the Society for Adolescent and Young People's Health in Nigeria in Port Harcourt. Delivering the keynote address, Secretary of the Nigerian Health Commissioners Forum and Commissioner for Health in Kwara State, Amina El Imam, urged youth to leverage digital tools and information to advocate for themselves across various sectors, while calling on the Ministries of Health and Youth as well as communities to prioritize and meet the needs of young people promptly. Highlighting the unique strength of the younger generation, El Imam stressed the importance of involving youth in decision-making, policy formulation, advocacy, and implementation of initiatives, adding that their presence at the table ensures their voices are heard and respected.
The whole idea of the speech was to ginger people to work. It's to spur us into action. I aim to get action from all sides. That's why I charge the youth with better utilization of the digital tools available to them. I charge the youth to also ensure that they use the available repository of information at their disposal to advocate for themselves. There are many competing needs in the health sector, in the education space, in the youth and sports space. It is now a matter of desperation, matter of urgency, is a critical need for us to involve the youth in decision making, in policy formulation, in advocacy and implementation of all our activities.
On his part, the national president and convener of SAFEM, Professor Adeshegun Fatushi, said the organization provides a platform for professionals from diverse fields who are committed to promoting the health and well-being of adolescents in Nigeria and supporting them to reach their full potential.
FIN is a national and broad-based group that serves to bring together people across sectors within the adolescent field. And that's because we know that adolescent health and well-being does not belong to any sector. If you are a young person and you are going to be well, you are going to feel, you need education, you need health, you need social protection. So SAFEN provides a platform where professionals from all kinds of fields who are all interested in working for the health and well-being of adolescents and are supporting them to fulfill their potential. SAFEN for many people who are in the adolescent field is a dream come true at last.
Also speaking, chairperson of the local organizing committee for SAFEN 2025, Professor Omosivie Maduka, stated that the key outcomes of the conference will be documented in a communique published and used as reference guide for practitioners in the adolescent health space.
What we've learned is that from the very beginning you have to involve all the people working in the adolescent health space and the young people's health space. We didn't just plan this conference by ourselves. We had all the agencies and partner organizations, federal, state, national, international NGOs working with us in the local organizing committee to pull off this conference. And as we go forward into programming and helping adolescents and young persons in Nigeria, all the things that we will learn from this conference will come in handy. We'll put together a communique at the end of this conference and we will publish it so that anybody working in adolescent and young persons health space knows what the adolescents say they want and need and can help them.
Today FM reports are the theme for the conference, Evolving Adolescent and Youth in a Digital Age. On the foreign scene, South Africa is holding a national dialogue aimed at bringing all sectors of society together to discuss the country's most pressing issues and find solutions. The talks initiated by President Cyril Ramaphosa after calls from civil society are expected to include most political parties, civic groups and members of the public. Concerns have been raised over a possible $40 million cost, while there are also questions about the dialogue resulting in significant changes. South Africa faces many problems more than 30 years after the end of the apartheid system of white minority rule, including high levels of poverty and inequality, crime, corruption, and an unemployment rate of more than 30%, one of the world's worst. Since its first democratic election in 1994, when Nelson Mandela was elected as the country's first black president, South Africa made progress in de-escalating racial tensions, improved the economy, and provide access to millions of its poor black majority. However, there are concerns that the country has digressed over the last decade, and calls for a soul-searching exercise grew louder after the long-governing African National Congress, or the ANC, party lost its majority in the 2024 election, forcing South Africa to form a coalition government. That is the news, but before we go, a summary of the major stories. The NLC has issued a 7-day ultimatum to the federal government to refund allegedly diverted workers' funds. ADCs urge INEC to show transparency during nationwide by-elections on Saturday. We told you that stakeholders in Port Harcourt have called for recognition of young people as active leaders of today. On the foreign scene, you heard that South Africa is holding its national dialogue on poverty. That is the news is edited by Stella Sasongo Okorie. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850 or send your mails to news@todayfmlive.com. Read our stories on our website, www.todayfmlive.com. I am Kelly Ikemenjima. Good morning. Thank you for your time.
Unleash the power of the airwaves with the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
Oh, what?
Unleash the power of the airwaves with the ultimate radio experience.
Enter MTN Beta G's. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Introducing the all-new Infinix Hot 60 Pro Plus, the slimmest 3D curved screen in its class. Celebrate moments with its pro-grade photography powered by Sony. You can erase, expand, and perfect photos, all in a dedicated AI button. And its Google Circle to search has no limits. Tough yet slick with its Corning Gorilla Glass 7i, plus IP64 splash and dust resistant. Get the Infinix Hot 60 Pro Plus today. Hot 60 Pro Plus, ultra slim, ultra powerful.
Oh, what did happen now? No bonus for all my line. No panic, as MTN don't carry better G's come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better G's. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply. Things no dey easy, but we continue to move. For Total Energies, we don dey innovate for over 70 years to take give una the ogbonge quartz engine oil wey dey protect your car and SUV engine dem. Con dey improve the performance and help the usage of fuel for your motor. Quartz dey for every type of engine, whether na petrol or diesel, hybrid or even electric motor. E dey make sure say engine dey perform well and dey last well. And e dey also help reduce smoke, because the work of quartz engine oil na to dey protect the emission control system. Save more as you dey maintain your motor with quartz engine oil, so that your engine go tanda gidigba, con last long. Experience Total Energies ogbonge premium engine oil through the years.
Today 95.1 FM, where news meets insight, sports meets passion, and entertainment meets excellence. Expert analysis from seasoned professionals and our top analysts, informing, educating, and entertaining you. Your voice, your station. We are the voice of the people.
Hello, join us Fridays, 7:30 a.m. on Our Top Picks, and together we'll review the big national stories of the week, all in 30 minutes. It promises so much fun. Our Top Picks, Fridays, 7:30 a.m. Don't miss it.
All right, good morning to you, and welcome to Our Topics. Today, Friday, 15th August 2025. So I think we're in the midway point in the month of August 2025, and the clock is still ticking. Well, Kelly Kemejima is my name. Welcome everyone to the show. 27 minutes now past the hour of 7. We'll do this on Fridays, okay? So we'll look at 5 national stories, and then we see how we can take reactions within the space that we have. Today we have about almost 20 minutes, so let's make it count. All right, 5 stories for review this morning, and we'll quickly race through them, and hopefully we can take some reactions. This week has been without Mr. Emmanuel Ndukwe. I know some of you may have wondered, some of you have reached out, you've asked questions. Mr. Ndukwe is in good health. He's enjoying a well-deserved rest. Okay, yes, so he's resting. That's the situation with Mr. Emmanuel Ndukwe, our in-house analyst. Usually we'll do this together when he's able to get here on time. See, I'm whispering when he's able to get here on time. All right, so let's take it through. These are the 5 stories for today. Ibom Air, we must stop double standards in justice system. Pishaobi. Ibom Air. FG condemns video leak showing unruly passengers' sensitive parts. Order sanctions. I don't know why. Okay, well, I don't know. Why don't you just call it what it is? Anyway. Number 3 story. I'll defeat Tinubu in 2027 if I get ADC ticket. I'll defeat Tinubu in 2027 if I get ADC ticket. Number 4. WAEC revises SSC results errors. English mathematics pass rate jumps to 62.9%. And then Keyamo asks airlines, regulators to withdraw cases against Kwamwan. Comfort Emerson issues other directives. These are the 5 stories. I think this is a good catch or a capture of the major events that we have seen this week. Some of them, the ripples we're still talking of even now. Today is Friday, may even linger till the weekend. Anyways, welcome everyone to the show. So there's a number you can call, 0810-9510-951. Again, 0810-9510-951. So you can call that number. You can also send messages to this one, 0701-9339-962, 0701-9339-962. There you can send a voice note, keep it within 60 seconds, or you prefer to do a text. WhatsApp, traditional SMS, feel free. And then switching to Facebook and X. Facebook, you find posts for our topics today, Today951 FM, Today951 FM, whereas on X is at Today FM 951. So let's begin quickly. Let's see how fast we can race through some of these stories. Peter Obi's statement, we must stop double standards in justice system. The uproar that greeted the swift arrest of Comfort after the drama that played out while they were pulling her out from the airplane. So that swift arrest and prosecution, because she landed in Krikri prison in less than 24 hours. Peter Obi, former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, condemned what he described as double standards in the treatment of Ibom Air passenger Comfort Emerson, who was dragged almost naked off a plane while after assaulting airline personnel. Obi went ahead to apologize for Emerson's behavior and criticized the dehumanizing treatment she received, calling it rascality and abuse by security agencies. Let me take quotes here for the sake of time. The unfortunate and dishonorable drama witnessed in Ibom Air has again brought to the fore double standards in our lives and the inadequacies of our various security operatives in acting decently and in a civilized manner. I want to start by sincerely apologizing to Ibom Air crew who were assaulted by miscomfort. We must, as a society, learn and uphold good conduct, as it is a true measure of success and decent living. However, I must equally strongly condemn the dehumanizing treatment meted out to this young woman. Stripping her publicly was not only unnecessary, but also represents the height of rascality and abuse by our agencies. The former governor went on to speak that hurriedly taking her to court and remanding her while someone who visibly held a plane from taking off and put hundreds of lives at risk was still at large, with government agencies and some state officials speaking up for him to be forgiven. Well, Obi noted that the female passenger's case clearly demonstrated double standards, an indication that all Nigerians were not equal before the law. There you have it. So while Ms. Comfort Emerson is in jail, the other offender who committed a more severe offense has not been held to the same standard. He has neither been arrested nor arraigned in any court. Well, both of them have been set free. In case you missed it, both of them have been set free. Use your head, oh. No, they I have right. Use your head. You have to use your head, oh, before you enter inside hot water. Before all of us go shout, they don't put inside hot water. Some part of your skin go down burn. I tell you, know where you are and apply wisdom. Ibom Air, FG condemns video leak showing unruly passengers' sensitive parts, order sanctions. They say that's the reason why she has become so popular now. She's getting invitations from everyone. There's a Turkish businessman who has offered her a first-class treatment that's separate from the one from Delta State. Men. Once you see yellow, your body begins shake. The federal government has condemned the release of a video showing the sensitive body parts of an Ibom Air passenger involved in Sunday's violent incident aboard the airline, describing it as unacceptable and a debasement of womanhood. In a statement on Monday, Minister for Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, while reacting to the trending incident, said the female passenger identified as Ms. Comfort Emerson, also known as Comfort Bob, assaulted both flight crew and ground staff during the August 10 Ibom airline flight from Uyo to Lagos, noting that the confrontation began after she refused to switch off her phone during takeoff in violation of international civil aviation regulations. For the sake of time, I'm trying to get to certain areas that we need. Keyamo also criticized airlines, also directed airlines to intensify staff training in public relations and handling volatile situations, while announcing that a joint security meeting between relevant agencies will be held next week to improve coordination in managing similar incidents. The statement reads in part, let me go to the closing. This is the main thing here. This is totally unacceptable to us. We will not fold our arms and tolerate the debasing of womanhood. I have therefore directed that whoever released that part of the video containing the indecent exposure among the staff should be singled out and adequately sanctioned. Okay. Will that still happen? I have immediately ordered. Would this still happen? Now that he has countered himself with, of course, a higher directive. They don't call him now. Be coming down now. What is it? Calm down. Calm down. Forgive two of them. Let it go. Put pressure on them. Whatever you want to say, say. It doesn't matter. We don't care about those things. Just get it done. You understand? We appreciate the work that you do, but just know that there are many qualified Nigerians who are on standby to take the position. Why am I laughing this annoying laugh of my dear friend? Very annoying laughter when he wants to mock someone. And let's continue. Amechi, I'll defeat Tinubu in 2027 if I get ADC ticket. Okay. Chibuke Rotimi Amechi, the former Minister of Transportation, says he will defeat President Bola Tinubu in the 2027 election if he gets the African Democratic Congress ADC ticket. He was speaking on Saturday during a conversation on X Spaces. Amechi also said that he's never participated in election rigging, adding that he has consistently turned down appointments to serve on APC election planning committees. One of our panelists was trying to link the statement. So let me read this statement. I tell you, I've not had an election against Tinubu. I know Tinubu very well. I know his strength. I know his weaknesses. And I know that if allowed to fly the flag of the ADC, I will defeat Tinubu for sure. I challenge any politician, living or dead, to come forward and say I was part of rigging. In fact, all the appointments given to me by APC to join election planning committees, I have refused to participate. There was no one I participated in where, there was no one I participated in. Why? Because I know what they discuss. I listen to them. I hear them. And if I get the ticket, I will reveal those things. He alleged that election rigging often involves state governors apologize for that. You say you apologize for that. Okay. WAEC revises SSCE results errors. English maths pass rate jumps 62.9%. What an embarrassment. The West African Examinations Council, WAEC, admitted errors in the results released early in the week with respect to this year's senior secondary school examination, SSCE, saying 1,239,884 candidates now have credit passes in 5 subjects or more, including English language and mathematics. The new figure represents 62.9% of the 1,969,313 candidates who sat for the examination. Also, the new figure is much better than the initial figure of 754,545, or 38.32% of the number of candidates said to have credit passes in 5 or more subjects, including English and mathematics, in previously announced results. Briefing the press in Lagos on Friday evening, the head of the National Office of WAEC, Dr. Amos Dangut, admitted some lapses on the part of the council, especially regarding the serialized questions in objective papers of some subjects. He says, "Gentlemen of the media, with deep sense of regret and sorrow, on behalf of the registrar to council, management and staff of the West African Examinations Council, Nigeria, I welcome you to this press briefing to announce the reviewed results of the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, WAS, for school candidates 2025 in Nigeria." Let me skip some lines. They're important, but for the sake of time. During an internal post-examination review of the release results of the West African Senior School Certificate Examination for school candidates 2025, some discrepancies were discovered in the grading of serialized papers. We had earlier informed you that the council embarked on an innovation, paper serialization, already deployed by a national examination body. The council, being an accountable, transparent, and credible organization, further investigated all the serialized papers, mathematics, English language, biology, economics, objective papers, and discovered that a serialized code file was wrongly used in the printing of English language objective tests, which resulted in them being scored with the wrong keys. Nevertheless, the schools that sat for the exam using a computer-based mode were not affected by this error. Consequently, the observable decline in the performance of candidates earlier announced was partly traceable to this absurd situation. The council sincerely apologized for this imbroglio and deeply regretted the emotional and mental dismay it may have caused the affected candidates and all stakeholders. We've been able to fix the anomaly, and candidates can now access their results on the portal www.waecdirect.org. At this juncture, may I announce the accurate results obtained by candidates? And then he went on to list it there. All right, so let's move on. This is the final story. Keyamo asked airlines regulators to withdraw cases against Kwamwan. Comfort Emerson issues other directives. The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, asked Ibom Air and ValueJet, whose officials were involved in a separate controversy with 2 passengers, to withdraw their complaints against them. A shocking piece of news. Comfort Emerson, passenger of Ibom Air, was forcefully removed from the aircraft. You know all of this. We already brought you a story similar to it. So in a statement posted on his X handle on Wednesday, Keyamo asked Ibom Air to withdraw criminal complaints and AON to lift the lifetime flying ban against Emerson, directing aviation regulators, including the NCAA, to reduce the Kwamwan ban to 1 month. Keyamo said both passengers had shown remorse against their actions, haven't publicly demonstrated penitence. And the NCAA is also to withdraw its criminal complaints against Kwamwan, earlier lodged with the police. In the case of Captain Oluranti Ogoyi and co-pilot First Officer Ivan Oloba of ValueJet, the NCAA is to restore their licenses after the same period of 1 month ban. After undergoing some mandatory professional appraisal, the details will be announced by the NCAA, and so on and so forth. So those are the stories that really shook us this week. Especially that Emerson story. Oh my goodness, it was something. All right. So we'll go on the break. When we come back, the phone lines will be open. We'll take some of your reactions this morning. Please stay with us.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Oh, what did it happen now? No bonus for all my lines. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
All right, so let's go straight to the phone lines, take some of those reactions now. Let's see. Today 95.1, good morning.
Good morning, Kevin Menjiva.
Welcome, sir.
Straight to the point. My name is Samuel Logutu. Calling you from Rumoman.
Okay.
I pray ADC will give CRK, I think, Rotimi Chibika Amuchi to handle their flag bearer. Let's see how popular it is. And also, it has come to be that P2B might be shortchanged in order of the parties that he is looking for to be a flag bearer. Because what I'm looking at, they are not even bringing him forward, irrespective of how performing he did in the last 2023 election. I'm just having pity for that, my brother. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. So you like to say a situation where Amechi gets the ticket so we can test his popularity. So the delegates for the ADC would have to decide that. Okay. Do I see some of your contributions here via the WhatsApp channel? Definitely yes. A few of them, so let's quickly read them. Okay. I support Mr. Rotimi Amechi in his presidential ambition. Nonetheless, Mr. Amechi should support Peter Obi and see President Tinubu defeated like a baby and sent back to Lagos State crying. Come 2027. Brightner from Oji has sent that message. All right, so 0810-951-0951. 0810-951-0951. That is the number for you to call and make your contributions this morning. Do I have another message here? Today 95.1. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kelly.
Good morning, sir.
Matthias calling you from Norway, River State. Okay, the former governor said that if he is allowed to flag the party ticket, that he will defeat the president 2027. I think that is a good one. Let's try, because there is a young blood. We need young blood in our government, and let the old people go and rest. Thank you.
All right, thank you too for reaching out. Today 95.1. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Kelly.
Morning. Douglas, welcome. Please go on.
I will defeat Tinubu if I'm giving the ADC ticket. You see, I will pray that happens, because people like Rotimi Amechi need to be taught a lesson in politics. I used to support Rotimi Amechi. I'm one of those people who have taken the far end of the stick from a politician like Amechi, who abandons his followers at any given time. Rotimi Amechi in 2015 frustrated our political ambition. I'm one of the councillors who contested during that period. Amechi was asked to conduct the election before his tenure said. You know that this man conducted the election just 1 month to the 25 days notice for election. That made us not to attain that position. We were removed. Rotimi Amechi again left everybody in APC and all of a sudden defected to ADC without telling anybody. And he was saying if there was anything like APC at all. Oh my God. Without realizing that there are people who were following him. See, today I believe in Wiki, not because I naturally like him, but because he's a politician who carries his followers along.
All right, Douglas.
And if you're a politician who carries your followers along,
Douglas,
you can be rest assured that you win the election, not like him who does not carry followers along.
Thank you, Douglas. We don't try now. You said we agree, so we don't try. Is this for us? All right. Good morning, Kelly. The remarks made by Peter Obi is not far from the truth. Double standard in Nigeria is not a new thing. It's a tradition here. When I said Clinton West, he sent that message. Today 95.1. Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly.
Welcome, sir.
Ed Allison on the line.
Okay.
Kelly, to me, if ADC want to help Nigerians, if they really mean what they are saying, that they want to rescue Nigerians, they should enter the house, arrange themselves, and come out with a possible match. Take P2B, then look for a better northern vice, somebody like Erufai, somebody that can pull weight in the north. But in March 2 of them, they will get headway. Amechi is not popular. Amechi is just making noise. He have lost his political relevance. Even here in River State, Wike is everything so long as this verse is concerned.
Okay.
Always stand up.
All right.
So P2B should be the best for us, and let us see if this hunger can stop in Nigeria. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Elder Allison, for reaching out. More phone lines still beeping, but we have to just read messages and close. Good morning, Kelly. That's okay, Eric Chooks. This will be for the paper review, if I remember to even come back to it. Kwanwan and Emerson becoming potential ambassadors. The only way to trend in this country right now is to act mad, and boom, you'll be recognized. Very sad indeed. Simply goodness from Alakaya. You sent that one. A voice note here. This is coming from Gift. Okay.
Our ex-governor, Chibika Mechi, is telling us that he has not been involved in any election rigging. And if anyone has the evidence, that the person should provide it. And after doing that, he will apologize. Like, seriously, just to apologize. Why not to face the consequence? You say you will apologize. So after apologizing to us, what will happen then? Will your apology fix back the whole thing that people have messed up then? You should have said you will face whatever consequences that is due for that. This country, we are just so funny people, honestly.
Aye, you touch her. All right, so let me read 2 or 3 messages. Greetings, Kelly. Amechi said he would defeat Tinubu if he gets ADC to get whatever that is given you. Mind that made you to say you would defeat Tinubu is if given everything. Thank God I believe that, but I don't know what you're talking about there. I don't understand it. If ADC can give Amechi the ticket, it will be a good one. But the question is, can he withstand Tinubu? Skillful Bureau, you sent this one. Last one we can take, or we're out of time. I agree with Amechi because of the last APC primary election. Amechi was leading President Tinubu until Senator Godswill Akpabio and Dimeji gave their votes to Tinubu. Ejima from Army Rain sent that one. All right. We have to go. The other messages, we'll read them during the paper review segment. Kelly Kemenjima is my name. Thank you all for staying with us. A commercial break will take us till 9 or till 8. And then from 8, Funky 4 will be here. Good morning.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Please listen to this paid infomercial.
Hello and welcome to another wonderful time on radio with Pips Global. I've got Mr. Dan Ako, a financial coach, and Mr. Emmanuel Ihoma, lead instructor at Pips Global. Welcome, gentlemen.
Yes, thank you, my brother. Thank you, Port Harcourt people.
Thank you very much. So tell me this, Mr. Dan Ako, what is Pips Global about?
All right, thank you. Pips Global is an indigenous company with an all-international recognized tools that can help you profit and succeed daily in the digital financial market. Now, permit me to talk about the financial market in a bit. This market is an opportunity-based market that allows everyone and anybody to learn the skill, master the skill, and profit daily from the market. Okay. Now, please underline the word learn the skill and master the skill. For example, we tell people, who said in forex trading, there is a process or a period of learning, and there is a period of mastery. So that's what a lot of people don't understand. The period of mastery is a period of direct mentorship. You see, all of these things Pips Global give to you. So, for example, I was a struggling pastor myself. I was a preaching pastor, wonderful. Yes, in the street of Port Harcourt. And I was actually struggling, in fact, selling Gary just to keep up my ministry work. But it's a whole lot of struggle until I heard about forex trading. Until I heard about this digital market. I learned it, and I tell people, I said, you've got to wait. You've got to learn. That's a mistake a lot of people do. They don't want to wait. They don't want to learn. All they want to do is to earn. And we said the learning comes first before the earning. Okay. So if you are able to learn the skill, master the skill, you can actually profit via our mentorship every single day. So the word is, are you ready to learn something new? Can you follow the instruction of the market? If the market is pointing to you that you should wait, because we have a consolidating time, a period whereby the market actually floats. So if you have to wait, are you going to wait? So these are instructions we get from the market. We apply professionally just so we can profit from this same market. So that is what Pips Global is all about, if you permit me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dan. I am very inspired. Well, tell me this. What makes Pips Global tools unique?
Okay, number one is that we are a company that is not profit-oriented, but impact-oriented.
Okay.
A lot of companies comes in and actually bamboos people on how they can actually fund an account so that they can start trading immediately. We tell our students, no, that's wrong. That's the wrong step. Have you been able to learn? Have you been able to use the demo account to be able to do something for yourself? If you are able to do that, then we can actually evaluate you and to know whether you could fund or not. And even in the funding, we advise you, because you don't start high, you start small. So a lot of people get these things wrong. In Pips Global, we actually looking for how we can impact people. I tell people, I said, this is now my ministry, to impact people using the digital market. And it's working. We've got a lot of exciting testimonies, testimonials of people that are actually trading in our platforms. But that's just by the way. So number one is the impact-based orientation. And another one is the direct mentorship we offer. Have you been to a place whereby you just get to the platform and everyone abandons you? You don't know your left from your right. And they let you to assess the market just on your own, and you make lots of blunders in the market. In Pips Global, it's never like that. Pips Global will hold you by the hands and actually mentor you directly. We give you one-on-one mentorship. If you can call, you can call. If you can chat, you can chat. There is always a team awaiting you to just respond to your questions. And that is the direct mentorship we are talking about. Number three, we tell people we have the learning and the earning process. The learning and the earning process is whereby you are learning and you are using our copy trading strategy platform to make profit by yourself. This means that it is a hand-free process, a process that allows you to be learning, but you are connected to a strategy that helps you to profit daily. You are connected to a strategy that can actually give you wins, just like the masters. So this strategy is automated. So these are platforms that we have put in place just so that people are not just earning, but are excited in learning. The last one is that we have the Trade Hub and also the physical trading section where we make learning exciting. People learn as if they are kids because we have actually put in place these platforms and strategies for them. And so this is the reason why Pips Global will actually be unique. All right.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dan, for sharing such knowledge. What's happening tomorrow?
Yeah, that's true. Tomorrow is a big one, actually.
Okay.
Now, before I go on with the tomorrow information, I did like everyone listening to me to put down this number.
Okay.
The number is 0812 116 8440. I call that number again, 0812 116 8440. The number is going to give you a free seat at the tomorrow's event. The tomorrow's event is a big event where we are putting together all of our best hands together, and they are going to be showing you, the live charts and also the process on how you can actually build a career if you are interested in learning this skill. So tomorrow we are having a presentation that allows you to know more about this market. You have questions. You've even asked yourself, why I've gotten knowledge about this market already, but I'm still losing. Come tomorrow. We are going to show you why you're losing. What is the solution? We are giving you the solution tomorrow. And another beautiful thing again is that get to know that tomorrow is free. And now somebody says, it's a big one. What makes it big? What makes it big is that if you've ever been to Pips Global and they have actually told you that, you've got to pay a certain amount of money to access our tools, to access our services, to train you, I want to tell you, we now train you for free for a period of time. Meaning that there's a promo running in Pips Global right now that allows you to get this training, our services for free. Access the platforms for free. You are paying nothing to anybody. All you need to do is just to be at that event. For you to be at that event is to SMS the word mentorship to this number 0812 116 8440. I call that number again, 0812 116 8440. The time for this event is 10 a.m. in the morning. Venue is the Heart of Port Harcourt, plot 136 NTA Road, Port Harcourt. As you SMS mentorship now, someone is getting back to you. The number again is 0812 116 8440.
All right, so Mr. Emmanuel Ihoma, please answer me this. What category of persons should attend tomorrow's event?
Okay, thank you very much, my brother. Everybody is expected at this event. Okay. So long you can be able to earn a living for yourself, you can come for this event tomorrow because it's happening live at Pips Global. Just like my mentor said, he was a practicing pastor. Even men of God who feel that they need other means in which they can be able to take care of their family can come for this event. We need medical doctors, we need practicing lawyers, even students that are in the higher institutions that really wants to learn how to navigate the digital market can come for this event tomorrow. So you can use this opportunity to send an SMS to this number 0812 116 8440 0812 116 8440. Thank you.
All right. So, Mr. Dan, I'll just ask you this because we are pressed for time. Please, your short advice for those who have tried and failed.
Let me give my counsel, my humble advice to those that have actually tried and failed. And I want to tell you that it is a normal thing. I remember traveling to Lagos to learn, and then at a certain certification course, I lost about $4,000, and that pained me. But that's the learning process, leaving that program, I know what I learned and I made more than what I lost, So the thing is now, you are doing something wrong, definitely. That is why you actually lost, or that's why you're losing in the market. And I can tell you via experience that we that have gotten this experience over the years, decades, we've spent a lot of time in this industry, we can actually put you through. We can actually show you your wrongs, and we can correct these wrongs and make it right for you, so that you can start profiting. It's possible. Now, the venue, like I said, is the Heart of Port Harcourt, NTA Road, by Location Bridge. All you just need to do is SMS the word mentorship to the number 0812 116 8440. We are giving out some lucky winners are going to be winning some good amount of money in dollars. If you come early enough, you increase your chances of actually being a lucky winner. SMS the word mentorship to this number 0812 116 8440. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much, Mr.